All right, hello everybody. I'm going to throw the disclaimer up, so just take a look at this. If you haven't already had a chance to do so, give it a read. Okay, give me 1 second and then we'll be good to go. Okay, again, welcome everybody. We'll get set to get started. If you want to listen along to my playlist, go ahead and pull that up. I will do the countdown, 3, 2, 1, go, and on go, I will play it. So 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so we're going to get started today lying flat on our backs in our Shavasana. So go ahead and lie down onto your mat. Arms are long down alongside you. Palms are facing up. Eyes will close. And just starting to get settled in down on your mat. Take a big inhale in through the nose. Feel the belly, the rib cage, everything filling up. And then big exhale, sigh it out through the mouth. And another one of those big inhales filling up. Maybe thinking about what you did earlier today, what you've got going on later this week. Kind of bring that to mind. Then as you exhale, go ahead and just sigh all of that out. Release it out. So we're trying to spend this class in the present, the right here, the right now, trying to get away from all those other things. And the way that we do that is to keep our focus on our breath. We do a 3-part breath. Starts in through the nose. You hold it for a second at the back of your throat. You exhale, let it back out through the nose. So taking some time to find your own breath, your own pace, your own rhythm. One of your hands can come to your heart, the other can come to your stomach. And as you inhale, you're really feeling that rising, expanding motion. And as you exhale, you feel the hands releasing, feel the belly sinking. And so as we go through our class today, we're hoping to be able to stick with this breath, hoping to be able to link it with our movements. The overall goal is that by linking the breath and the movement, by bringing our focus to our breathing, we take it away from all those other things. And it's hard to do that at every level. It's certainly hard to keep your mind from wandering. It's hard to stick with the breath. And at times, the poses themselves can be challenging. But we just do our best. Try to have a little fun along the way. So you inhale slowly, you can start to reach both of your arms up overhead, taking a full body stretch, feeling all the length from your heels to the tips of your fingers. Inhale. As you exhale, feel those right fingertips extending just a little bit farther back than your left, really lifting up and out of that right shoulder. Inhale. So you exhale, switching sides, feeling the left fingertips inching back. And then slowly, you can level them off. Start to draw the knees to the chest, arms wrap around, squeezing in and circling on your lower back. Rolling one way, the other. And eventually, instead of rolling side to side, we'll start to peel the shoulder blades off the mat, start to roll back to front, down the vertical length of our spines. And then eventually just rolling through a seated position onto our hands and knees, coming into a table. Wrists are beneath the shoulders, knees are beneath the hips. We'll take some time here circling, going as wide and as deep as you like. You start going one way, eventually reversing, going the opposite from what you started. Maybe you end up coming into a figure 8 type motion. That feels good. And slowly finding your way back to stillness. We'll come into our cat and cow stretches. As you inhale, the belly drops, the gaze looks up. So you exhale, curling, finding your cat. Inhaling forward. Exhale, rolling up. Inhaling forward. And rolling up. And just continuing to move through these poses at your own pace, with your own breath. These are good if you've been sitting most of the day. Just get our spines moving, bending, folding. When you're ready, you find yourself back in a neutral spine. The fingers spread wide, the toes flip under, the hips lift up, pressing back, finding your way into your downward facing dog. Hands and feet are about hip width distance, pressing your weight back into your legs. In this first dog, you can alternate bending one knee, bending the other. As one knee bends, that other heel gets a little closer to your mat. And as you're moving this dog, just kind of checking in and seeing how everything feels. If anything is a little tight, a little sore, you want to be aware of that. Or maybe you're feeling nice, loose, springy, ready to jump around. That's great too. If you're not there, hopefully we'll get there, we'll get on the road towards there. But I invite you, as we keep coming back to these poses, to keep checking in and seeing how the feelings start to change. Returning to stillness. As you inhale, you look forward between the hands. The knees will bend, the quads come towards the abs, The tailbone lowers, but then as you come forward, lift it, springing, stepping, or hopping up to a forward fold, the top of your mat. Inhale, rising halfway, finding your flat back. Crown of the head shines forward. Exhale, fold. Slowly rolling your way up to standing, your neck, your head are the last things that come up. When you get to the top, arms find their way overhead. Palms come together. They come down to our heart center. We'll take a moment to set an intention for our practice. Something we'd like to focus on as we move through our flow. Inhale, lifting your hands, lifting your intention overhead. Slight little back bend. Before we exhale and fold through heart center, back to the top of our mat. As you inhale, rise halfway, finding that flat back. As you exhale, palms drop, feet step back, find your high plank. This first one, let's drop our knees, flipping onto the tops of our feet. Spin your elbows so they point towards the back of your mat. Slowly come forward, lower the chest and chin. As you inhale, your hips, your belly drops, your heart peels up just a little bit, finding a cobra. And as you exhale, toes flip under, pressing up, downward facing dog. So again, just like in our cat and cows, we're using these opening sequences to get used to bending, folding, all that good stuff. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees, drop the hips, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Slowly rolling your way to standing. Arms overhead. Inhale, hands together through heart center to your sides. Breathing tall in our mountain. Inhale, arms overhead. As you exhale, left arm reaches forward. Right arm comes behind you, turning, looking down that back arm if your neck feels okay with that. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, switching, right goes forward, left goes back. Inhale, reach tall. This time as you exhale, spread the arms wide, lead with the heart, swan dive, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, palms down, feet step back, high plank. Have options this go around. You can drop your knees like we did that first time. If you're feeling like a little bit more adventure, you can stay hovering as you lower, find your way to your chaturanga. From here, inhaling forward, back to a cobra, or having the hips stay lifted, finding your upward facing dog. And as you exhale, returning to your down dog. As we move forward, you have the option to pick what iteration of that sequence you want to do. If you want to drop the knees, come up through cobra. If you want to stay lifted, come up through the up dog. You are free to do that, free to choose your own adventure. Back in our down dog. So we inhale, look forward, bend the knees, drop the hips, step or hop to the top of your mat. Flat back, inhale, fold, exhale. Reverse your swan dive, sweep tall. Hands through heart center to your sides. Draw the legs together. Reach the arms overhead. As you exhale, sitting, coming into your Utkatasana, your chair pose. Your core is engaged. Keeps your lower back nice and straight. Fingers reach forward. Sinking into your seat. You can play around with your weight distribution. You can put it in your heels and lift your toes off the mat. You can put it in the balls of your feet and lift your heels. Keep reaching forward wherever you are. Can you sink a little lower? Inhale. Exhale, straighten and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down. You can step to your high plank. You can hop to your low plank. We'll meet there. Inhale, heart lifts, cobra or up dog. Exhale, toes flip back, downward facing. Take a big inhale in through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out through the mouth. As you inhale, lift the right leg tall. As you exhale, step the right foot forward between your hands. Pivot and plant your back foot at a 45-degree angle. Strong core lifts the torso, lifts the arms, finding your way up to your warrior one. So you're lunging into this front leg, making sure your knee stays over your ankle. And you're trying to feel this left hip start to press its way forward. It probably won't quite get there, but that's okay. Inhale, reaching tall. Exhale, turning, opening, finding your warrior two. Back foot is parallel, front foot is forward. Arms extend, they reach out. Hips sink low. Spin the front palm, drop the back hand, reverse your warrior. Exhale, windmill your way down all the way high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Left leg lifts tall. Left foot steps, plant, rise, come up, warrior one. Inhale. Settling into your lunge. Feel this right hip pressing forward. Breathing tall. Exhale, turn open, warrior two. Hips sink low. Try to make sure your torso stays centered over your hips. You don't want to be leaning forward, leaning back. Nice and balanced. Spin the front hand, drop, reverse. Exhale, windmill your way down. High to low. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees, drop the hips, step or hop to the top of your mat. Flat back, inhale, fold, reverse, sweep tall. Sitting back, landing, Utkatasana. Inhale. Maybe the heels come up. Can you sink a little low? Breathing in, straightening, folding. Heart comes up, hands go down, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Lift the right leg tall. Let the right foot step. One big inhale, come up, warrior one. Turn open, warrior two. Dropping, reversing, windmilling through, high to low. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left leg lifts, left foot steps. Big inhale, come up, warrior one. Turn open, warrior two. Drop, reverse. Windmill through, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing, meeting back Downward facing dog. Take a big inhale in through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out through the mouth. Inhale, look forward. Bend the knees, drop the hips, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Reverse. Sweep up. Hips drop. Finding your chair pose. Inhale. So you exhale, sweep both of your arms to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Lift the heels. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Drop the heels. Drop the hips low. Arms behind you. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Straighten and fold. Heart comes up. Hands go down. Step or hop back. High to low plank. Inhale up. Exhale, down dog. Lift the right leg tall. As you exhale, glide forward to a high plank. Really try to bring that right knee into your nose. Inhale, kick it tall. Exhale, bring it to the outside of your right elbow. Inhale, kick it tall. Exhale, cross it to the left. Inhale, kick it tall. Step forward, plank. Rise, come up. Warrior 1. Turning, opening, warrior 2. Dropping, reversing. Find your way to your high plank and hold here. Rooting into your right hand. Spinning, heels fall to the left. Left arm lifts tall. Side plank. You can drop the lower leg, make a kickstand. You can lift the top leg up. Keep reaching tall wherever you are. Inhale. Exhale, square it off, turn lower. Inhale, up dog. Bring it back, downward facing. Left leg comes up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, kick. Exhale, left to left. Inhale, kick. Exhale, left to right. Inhale, kick. Step forward, plant, rise, warrior 1. Open, warrior 2. Drop, reverse. Windmill, high plank, hold. Left hand down. Right arm reaches. Inhale. Maybe lifting that top leg. Reach up. Square it off. Turn lower, chaturanga. Upward facing. Downward facing. Big inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out through the mouth. Look forward, bend the knees, drop the hips, step or hop to the top of your mat. Flat back, inhale, fold, reverse, sweep tall, sitting back, landing, chair pose, inhale. Exhale, straighten and fold, heart comes up. Hands go down, step or hop back, high to low plank. Inhale, heart lifts up. Exhale, pull it back. Downward facing dog, right leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, kick. Exhale, bring it to the right. And kick. Exhale, cross it over to the left. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Sweep it to the outside of your right elbow for 3, 2, 1. Kick it tall behind you. Let it step forward. Stay on the ball of your back foot. We're coming up to our crescent lunge. So arms are tall. This back heel is lifted. Notice how our hips are squared and facing forward. It's a lot easier to do that here than it was in warrior 1. Arms are tall. Inhale. As you exhale, you're going to lower this left knee, hover it just a couple inches off the mat. Inhale, lift, and lower, lift, and lower, lift, lower, hold here. Slowly bring the hands to heart center. Start to lean forward. As you lean, you can straighten that back leg and twisting to the right, bringing the left elbow to the outside of the right leg, crescent lunge twist. Option to drop your back knee or keep it lifted. Options to open up the arms or keep them together. Wherever you are, each time you exhale, try to get your heart over to the right. If your arms are closed, start to open them. Strong core is going to take you to standing. Standing twist. Inhale. Exhale, twirl, open, find a warrior. 2, drop, reverse your warrior. Windmill through high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing. Bringing it back, downward facing. Left leg comes up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, kick. Exhale, bring it left. Inhale, kick. Exhale, cross it right. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Sweep it to the outside of your left elbow. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Kick tall. Step forward. Plant. Come up. Crescent lunge. So on the ball of your back foot. Torso is tall. Hips are squared. Inhale. Trying to have that leg straight to start. You need to put a little micro bend in your knees so your lower back doesn't pinch. Do that. As we inhale, we reach tall. As you exhale, lower and hover. Inhale, lift. Lower. Lift. Lower. Lift. Lower. Hold here. Hands come to heart center. Lean forward as you straighten the leg and twist to the left. Right elbow to the outside of your left leg. Again, knee could drop. Arms can open up. Each time you exhale, you're twisting to the left. If your arms are together, open them. Strong core lifts us to standing. Inhale. Exhale, twirling, opening warrior. 2. Drop the back arm, reverse. Windmill, high plank. Lower, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, hiking back, downward facing. And then from our down dog, we're going to walk our hands up to our feet. Taking little steps, bending your knees when you need to. When we get to the top, take a folded ragdoll. Interlacing the hands around the elbows. Gently swaying from side to side. Nodding your head, yes. Shaking it, no. Slowly coming to stillness. We're going to drop the hips coming into a squat. If your knees are tight, maybe you stay a little taller. If not, you can really sink down into your squat. Have the hands come to heart center. And notice that as you bring the hands to the heart center, spine should be nice and straight. Option to stay here. Option to let your hands drop to the mat. Let your tailbone lift tall. Lean forward. Engage the core. Lift one leg, lift the other, coming up, balancing, finding your crow. And maybe you just have it for a second, and that's okay. If you're strong in your crow and you can float back to your low plank, you do that. If not, we'll all meet there. Inhale through up dog. And then coming back to down dog, let the knees lower, let the toes come together, let the hips sink back, finding your child's pose. You're welcome to reach the arms back behind you. You're welcome to interlace and then work the wrists forward. Welcome to get a sip of water. Whatever you need to, this pose is for you. I'll do a little tinkering with the camera to see if I can adjust it here. Okay, I think I'm a little brighter now. It's always tricky as the sun goes down. If your arms are behind you or they're interlaced, go ahead and bring them back out in front of you. And then slowly, we're going to come back to a table and then flipping the toes, finding your way back to your downward facing dog. Just take a moment to check back in with this dog, seeing if it's any different than the first one that we did. You know, do you feel a little bit more open, a little looser? And from your dog, inhale, lift the right leg tall, bending the knee, opening up the hips. Have the option to flip your dog, letting your right foot drop to the ground, and lifting your hips. And slowly finding your way back to a three-legged dog. I want us to bring that knee into the chest and kick that right leg out to the side. Maybe turning onto the side of the back foot. We're going to lower to a little fallen warrior push-up and then lift tall, lift the left arm up. Left hand lowers. Again, do that little push-up, flip onto the back toes, kick up, three-legged dog, step forward. Coming up, warrior one. Inhale. Interlacing the fingers beneath your lower back, drop the knuckles, opening your chest. And slowly, as you dive forward, trying to hook that right shoulder to the inside of the right leg. If you can't get it down inside, that's okay. Just make sure that your knee stays over your ankle. And slowly, we're going to start to find our way back to standing. Releasing the hands, turning, opening, finding your warrior two. I'm going to spin so that I can face the camera. So we're finding our lunge and really sinking down, exploring the edge that we can find. The ideal version of this pose, your quad would be almost parallel with the ground, 90-degree angle between your lower leg and your shin. You don't want the knee going out past your toes. And again, torso is centered. You're engaging the underside of your legs. As you inhale, let's straighten the front leg, bringing the fingertips together overhead. Peaceful warrior. Exhale, lunge, warrior two. Inhale, come up. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, come up. Lunge. Inhale, come up. Lunge, warrior two. Drop the back arm, reverse the warrior. And as you come forward, bring the forearm to the quad. The top arm is lifting up and over, trying to find one straight line from the back ankle up through the side of the tips, left fingers, or your top fingers. Bottom arm can stay on your leg or can lift off. Maybe even reaches out in front of you for even more core work. Don't lose the lunge in this front knee. Holding here, inhale. And then as you exhale slowly, that hand can fall to your mat, to a block, or even back to your leg. I care more about the alignment of your chest. I want it to be nice and straight. I don't want your hand on the ground if you're hunching that top shoulder over. So staying balanced here. Option to take a bind if that's in your practice. Curling the left arm across the back. Trying to interlace the fingers somewhere behind that right quad. Maybe if Bird of Paradise is in your practice, you can do that. If not, just staying here again, trying to keep the chest open. When you're ready, slowly releasing. If you came up to your bird, come down. We'll all return to a warrior two, and then just windmilling our way forward, stepping that front leg back, lowering chaturanga, inhaling up dog, making your way back, downward facing dog. Inhale, the left leg is going to lift. Bending the knee, opening the hips. Option to flip your dog. Letting that left foot fall to the mat. Left arm lifts. Slowly coming back. Three-legged dog. Bring that knee into the chest. Kick it out to the right and turn onto the edge of the back foot. Lower, let's do this little push up and then lifting the right arm tall. And then slowly lower again and come onto the ball of the back foot, pressing. Kick that leg behind you before we step it forward. Warrior one to start. Interlacing the fingers, dropping the knuckles, opening the chest, and then folding forward, trying to hook this left shoulder to the inside, your left leg. If it doesn't get quite down inside, that's okay. Again, just keeping the knee over the ankle. Slowly, strong core takes us back to standing. Turning, opening, finding our warrior two. Again, exploring the limits that we have. Inhale, straighten the front leg, find your peaceful warrior. Exhale, lunge, warrior two. Inhale, come up. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, come up. And lunge. One more time up. And lunge, drop the back arm, reverse. Bring the front forearm to the quad. Can stay there. It can lift up. Can even lift forward. Inhale, don't lose the lunge. Exhale, slowly lower. Maybe bind if it's in your practice, going for that. And if bird of paradise is in your practice, go for that. Slowly, from wherever you are, finding your way to a warrior two. Dropping, reversing, and just windmilling down. Coming through high plank, lowering chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Pull it back. Downward facing dog. Again, big inhale in through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out through the mouth. And slowly from here, again, let's walk the feet in towards the hands. And then slowly rolling up to standing. Do some balancing here. Start retreat. Let's root into the left foot and have the right foot come to either your lower leg or up into your quad. Don't have it right on the middle on your knee, above or below. Hands can start at your heart center. can rise up overhead, growing your tree. If you want more of a challenge, you can start to look up at the ceiling. And even more of a challenge, you can start to close your eyes. And slowly start to think about pulling that right knee into your chest. Let's let the right leg come to a figure 4 shape. So flex the foot, start to lower down. Hands can be at the heart center, they can reach to the ground. And then slowly coming back to standing, shaking your leg out, tapping it out, whatever you need to. We'll take that on the other side, rooting into the right foot, left leg to your lower leg, or it comes up, finds your quad, hands at the heart center. They can rise overhead, growing your tree. And slowly starting to have that knee come to the chest. And then left leg crosses over. And maybe you can use something to support yourself, because I'm certainly struggling today. But you try to lower. It's good. Stretch. Back hip. Hands can find the ground. Some people might be able to take an arm balance from here. And slowly back to standing. Shake it out. Let's take a standing ragdoll. And then coming to stillness at the top of your mat. Inhale, reach tall. And then we're just going to start to sit back into a squat. Arms can come in front of us till eventually we plop all the way down into a seated position with our legs straight in front of us. Taking a minute to press to the hands, making the spine tall. Inhale, reaching. Exhale, folding. And slowly back to a tall spine. Let's hug the right leg, cross it over the left. Turning towards your right leg. Your arms can wrap around. You can hook the elbow, you can straighten the arm. Whatever you're doing, turning, just looking over that back shoulder. Slowly back to center. Switching sides. Let's have the left leg come in, cross over, turning towards your leg. Slowly back to center. And then let's bring the soles of the feet together. Coming to our Konasana Butterfly. The closer you get the heels into the hips, and the more the knees go down, the more intense you'll feel the stretch. You can keep a tall spine. You can lean forward. You can also hook the arms under. Kind of fold over like this. Kind of like this stretch. It's kind of fun. Sometimes I think about like going to a park and just sort of coming like this and reading a book. People be like, what's going on with that guy? But just having fun doing my Konasana. Slowly, if you curled under, release yourself out. And what I'd like us to do is start to lower onto the forearms, then extend the legs out. Just let the head fall behind you. Taking a fish pose. And slowly lower. Draw the knees in, squeeze. And then let the feet plant. Let the soles planted so you can touch the heels with the fingertips. Let's start with a bridge. Lifting the hips, lifting the spine, coming up. Arms can stay alongside and can interlace beneath your lower back. And then slowly go ahead and lower down. Draw the knees into the chest, squeezing. Let the arms extend to your sides. Let the knees fall to the right. Head falls to the left, spinal twist. Slowly back to center. Switching sides. And then slowly, one more time, come back, squeezing it. Reaching down for the big toes or the inside arches, soles lift up, gently rocking from side to side in your happy baby pose. And then slowly finding stillness. If there's anything else you need before we return to our Shavasana, take that now. If not, legs go long, arms extend at your sides, palms face up. We'll get set to release our Ujjayi breath. Big inhale in through the nose. Fill your belly, your rib cage, all the way to your collarbones. Exhale, sigh it out through the mouth. One more inhale, filling everything up. Exhale, releasing. Settling into your Shavasana. Relaxing your body. Relaxing your mind. Slowly starting to bring your awareness back, bringing movement to your fingers, to your toes. When you're ready, reaching the arms up overhead, taking a full body stretch. Again, feeling all that length from the heels to the tips of the fingers. Drawing your knees to your chest, rolling to your right side, using your arms to help press yourself up to a cross-legged seated position, eyes closed, spine is tall. Taking a moment to thank yourself for taking the time coming out, caring for your body, for your mind. Bringing our hands to our heart center, recalling the intention we set at the beginning of practice. We'll take an inhale together as a community. Exhale, releasing. Leaving our hands at heart center to lead with a kind heart. Thumbs to our lips to speak kind words. To our third eye to think kind thoughts. Respect to ourselves and to each other. I bow to you. Namaste. So thanks for coming out today, everyone. Hope you all had a good time. any questions, I'll hang out for a little bit. Be glad to discuss them. Otherwise, hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. And I look forward to seeing everyone again soon. Not 100% sure about my Saturday schedule this week yet, but look for an email from me later in the week going over that. And then moving forward, we'll see how we go into the summer.